Home ownership is not for the weak. It's not for the weak, and it doesn't guarantee appreciation. It doesn't guarantee you're going to be able to buy at a certain price and sell at a higher price. Let's talk about Lizzo. Recently, it came out on realtor.com that Miss Lizzo, whose real name is Melissa Jefferson. I wonder if she's related to me. Melissa Jefferson, she sold her Beverly Hills home at a $3.9 million loss. That's $1 million loss. And while Lizzo is someone who I would assume, I'm making an assumption, I know what they say about people who assume, but I would assume someone with the clout that Lizzo has, she can probably make back that 3.9 million maybe in a short period of time, but it's just a good example that real estate does not always appreciate, and you going into a real estate transaction have to make sure that you are thinking about your exit strategy. Buying real estate is a business. You're buying into a business. Anytime you go into business on anything, I don't care if you're buying a laundromat, anything, you need to have an exit strategy. Whenever I'm working with buyers and we're looking at homes, one of the things that I bring up is resale value. I bring up different attributes that's in that neighborhood that can add value to their home, just in case they may want to sell one day soon. Right? None of us know what's going to happen in the future. So you have to have some type of preparedness for the what ifs. It doesn't mean that it's going to be exact, but to have some type of plan in place for the what ifs, right? So Lizzo bought this house in Beverly Hills. She bought it in a secluded area. They say that there's only like 42 houses in the area where she purchased her home. It's not too far from Rodeo Drive and the Beverly Hills Hotel. So she's in like a little swanky area. I don't know California like that, so I wouldn't be able to say. But based on what I read, and she still, with given all of that, she still wasn't able to sell for what she paid. She paid $15 million for. She first put it on the market in December of 2024, only owning it for about 2 years. So I'm thinking she's probably thinking, I just bought this house. I should be able to at least get back what I paid for it. But no. So she bought it at $15 million. And she put it on the market in December of 2024 at $15.99 million. Now, the 0.99 isn't for her profits. If you think about it, the 0.99 probably pay her a little something in aggravation, but it's really to pay her holding costs, to pay her closing costs, to pay the broker fees and whatever else she has to pay. That would get hopefully, will get captured in a 0.99. She could walk away with the $15 million she paid. Done deal. But this is not that market. This is not the market for buying a house 1 year, putting it on the market the next year. This is the market for buying a house this year, and you stay and live in that house for the next 7 to 10 years if you're looking to see a profit. So she eventually started lowering the price. She lowered it down to $12.5 million in January. They're saying that it actually sold for 11.15, I think in March, last month or maybe this month, which gave her roughly $4 million loss. That's a big loss. It's a big loss. I'm seeing property owners in my neighborhoods and in the areas where I work who purchased homes in 2022, 2023, trying to sell them in 2025, 2026, and they're not selling. I'm looking for a townhouse, and there was a townhouse that was on the market and it fell off the market. So I'm thinking maybe I could just contact the sellers directly And I'm looking at the details, right? It was two people. They bought the house for $550 in 2023. They bought it for $550. In 2025, they put it back on the market at $550. So that tells me that they're not trying to make money. They're not trying to flip. They're just trying to get out of the debt of the home. You know, sometimes when you buy a house with a boyfriend or a husband or a girlfriend or a wife, things don't always work out the plan, and you need to separate yourself from the debt of that home. And unfortunately, we are entering into a time where it's not as easy to sell as it was before. High prices with high interest rates making it a lot harder, plus everything else that's going on in our economy. In my neck of the woods, we have two hospitals that that are going to close. One hospital is letting go 1,000 people. And while some people may be able to get jobs easily, there's going to be a large number of people who are not going to be able to recover as easily. And those individuals own properties, they rent homes. How are they going to make ends meet? And when you multiply that multiple times over and over and over all throughout the country, that leaves a lot of people in a lot of real estate that is going to probably go into debt, you know, into foreclosure or some type of short sale situation, which could be a showing of the times that we are in. You know, I like to drop stories like this just to give a different perspective, you know, because if you listen to the real estate gurus, they all try to say real estate, real estate, real estate. And while real estate is a great way to build wealth, while real estate is a great way, a great place to invest your money, you still need to go into it with a business mind and have a exit strategy. And I think if more people went into buying real estate with an exit strategy in mind, you wouldn't have so many people paying over asking or paying too much for a property. For a property such as what Lizzo purchased to drop by nearly 4 million in just 4 years, it says a lot. It says a lot. And this is Beverly Hills. It says a lot. So, you know, take this as a warning sign and as a, you know, just something to think about, you know, when you are out there shopping around for homes. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos.